Hey, Prince Bosco here with another video. And today, I'm actually going to be doing a server review. I've never done one of those before, mostly because I've never really had a reason to do one before. But, yeah, today I decided to do one on this server that I've been playing on. Dr. Morgan already made several videos on the server, and I feel like I'm a little behind. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to do a little review on it. I guess I might as well show off the spawn. So I guess to start off, I'll just say how I found this server, how I came upon this, because it's not exactly a hugely popular server or anything. But, I've been playing Minecraft for a long time, so I think it's pretty safe to say that I've pretty much done everything you can do in it, in single player at least, you know. I've done everything you can really do with mods, out mods, you know. So it's gotten a little, I don't know if it's bland, but it's just kind of, I've lost interest in it to some degree. So basically, but one thing that I always find Minecraft is fun with is multiplayer. I love playing with friends, and I think a lot of people do. That's probably one of the biggest things about Minecraft. But, so, a long time ago, me, Dr. Morgan, we found a server called Epicraft, which was probably one of the best multiplayer experiences I've ever had. Just really awesome community, and it was a really awesome experience. And unfortunately, like all good things, it had to come to an end too soon, in my opinion. The server was shut down, and it was brought back by other people, shut down again. But yeah, we've never really been able to capture the magic that one server had. But recently, I decided to see if I could, you know, just see if I could find another server with Morgans and then get Doctor to join. And so we just started randomly searching through servers, and we found this one. The server is called Blackdawn Valley, and it's a pretty good server, I have to say. One of the best I've ever played on. But what makes it good? What I like about it is, for one, the community is really good. Now I'm not gonna say it's better than Epicraft, but it's pretty good. One of the best communities I've been in a long time. It's friendly, easy to get into for new players. Like, they'll be able to help out with anything, and just overall, just a really, really friendly server. Perfect for really any level of Minecraft player. Even if you're not looking for a community server and you just want to play with friends, it's perfect for that as well. But it has a lot of good plugins as well that I think makes it just adds to the experience. Like, none of the plugins are very intrusive, so if you're looking for just a regular Minecraft server, this one is basically that with a twist. Is the plugins aren't like in your face, kind of. Like, one of the biggest plugins that I like is MMO, which doesn't exactly affect how you play. Basically, it just levels up your like different skills. So like all those skills there, you can level up over time, and they have like special abilities to them and allow you to do different things. It adds a little bit to vanilla Minecraft without completely changing the game. You know, it's just a little incentive to do different things, basically. And it's a lot to do with like shops as well. Like, there's a lot of, I guess, trade. Like, for one, there's this shop here which you can sell things. But what I like about this shop is, unlike most shops on servers, it is pretty limited, which at first you might think is a bad thing, but it really isn't, because it makes it so that you're not just selling all the time. You have to be strategic with what you sell with, because especially in the beginning, because it's either you want to keep those resources for yourself, or you gotta sell them because there's only valuable resources to sell. But later on, it gets easier for sure. There's also auction houses, which adds a bit of coolness to it, where you can just shove whatever you want on there. I just shove a bunch of randomness. Like I could just go like, what is it? I think it's that. I don't know, $1 there. And now you can look in. It's woohoo, rotten flesh for $1. Which I don't know if that's a deal or not. Let's see how much it sells for. Oops, wrong thing. Basically, I'm just selling it for what anyone else could sell it for. But so that's really cool. And I can't. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, there's ranks as well, which gives you little tidbits for each rank. You progress by buying them each one. That's what I'd recommend you save your money for. Sure, you could buy resources, but later on in the game, well, I guess not too later on, but when you get more into it, you could start saving up purely for those, which is what I would recommend to do, because, I don't know, it's just really cool, you know, especially when you get to the later ones. I can't think of exactly any else, but those are the main plugins that you're going to be dealing with, and like I said, they're not very intrusive, so they don't completely change the game, but they do add quite a lot. Oh, and there's also custom enchantments, like Soulbound one, and they add definitely some cool stuff to the game to change it up. But if another thing I like is it's actually a pretty new server. It's only been up for like 5 weeks, so that means that if you get on now, it's not going to be the landscape will not be littered with structures like most servers are. There's a lot of unexplored area, like a lot. Like most of the world for sure is unexplored. So there's definitely a lot to look at, and there's not much buildings in the way or towns taking up all the good spots. There's a lot left to the server. You know, so you could join now and just be early part of the community. It's really cool. I like that kind of thing. But there's also, of course, there's voting. You get little tidbits. I guess I'll just go over here. Basically, you just vote, and you get like a vote crate. And you can look in that. I've never got anything good out of that. I have pretty poor luck when it comes to that. But Mergen definitely has been doing good with that. And yeah, it's just a really good server. One of the best Minecraft experiences I've had in a while. So if you basically are like me, where you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, or you just want a good time on a server, basically this server just offers you normal Minecraft, but with a good community and a little bit of twists here and there that can really change it up for you. So that's basically what I gotta say about the server. It's just it's definitely a good server. I would suggest you to join if you're interested in that kind of thing. If there were one thing, I guess, if I don't believe it has, is any mini games or anything, which a lot of servers have been doing. I don't personally mind. I rarely really go into that, but if you're looking into that, just give you a heads up. I'm pretty sure there kinda isn't any. But yeah, I believe that covers really what I wanted to say about the server, I guess. Oh, one more thing I just want to say it's good enough that me, Doctor, and kinda Mergen were willing to donate enough to become VIPs, which what was it, like $20, I think? So, yeah. Basically, VIP just gives you some little perks here and there, like these 2 items and a bunch of random other things. But if you're on the server, I at least suggest get donor if you really like it, because personally, this server's good enough. I'd probably donate to it anyways, but the fact that I can get something from it is definitely a plus. Yeah, I believe that's all I have to say for the review. But I guess I will add a little bit of something at the end. I guess Dr. Mergen and we are planning on doing a very cool series coming up soon on the server. It's pretty much confirmed, but we are definitely going to do a series on this, where we build a kingdom on the server. All we were waiting for is getting enough claim blocks, which we have, and getting enough resources, which I believe we have. We have a crap ton of stuff. But basically, a little background to why we do this is because, like I mentioned before, I believe all of us have mentioned it tons of times. There's on the server Epicraft. We did build a kingdom on there. It was called Kingdom to Epic, which, if you don't know, that basically means Kingdom of Epic. But I just don't know. I like putting "dove" instead of "of" for some reason. Yeah, I came up with that name. Thank you, thank you. Actually, that's where I came up. That's where I got my username. If you didn't know, Prince Bosco. It's because back then I didn't have a Minecraft account. I was using a Mergen, so in order to differentiate, in order to be able to tell who's who, I decided to name myself Bosco, and then we had the kingdom, and I was a prince in it, so that's where I got my name. Just a little tidbit. But anyways, so we built a kingdom. It's, to this day, probably the best build I've ever made on Minecraft at all servers, single player. It was extremely, it was a lot of work. It took a lot of the members on the server to do, mainly us three. And so we ruled it, and it was really cool. Unfortunately, it happened closer to the tail end of the server's life, which was kind of disappointing. But yeah, it's really cool, and we wanted to continue it, so we wanted to rebuild it on this server. I don't know if I'll call it like Kingdom of Epic 2 or something, but yeah, it's what we want to do. So we gathering resources, and for some reason we built it in a snow biome, so that's probably what we'll do. And we built a giant glass dome over it so the snow wouldn't fall into it. It was kind of dumb, but I don't know, we felt like doing that. But we're just gonna rebuild that, even the dome as well, even though it's dumb, just for its legacy, I guess. But yeah, so that's series should be coming up of us building it. It's quite similar to Village Idiots, I guess, except with a kingdom. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. It's definitely going to help me reboot some more on my channel, so be excited. So yeah, last little few words. If you would like this server, I will put the IP in the description below, so definitely go and check that out. And don't hesitate to donate if you like it, because it's definitely a really, really good server. As long as you can afford it, I guess, of course. But yeah, so I guess that concludes this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, which there definitely will be on the way. And yeah, also don't forget to check out both Morgan and Doctor's other videos on the server. They've been up to some shenanigans, and I've made my little cameo in each of them. So yeah, please check those out. Annotations will be on the screen. So yeah, see ya, and stay awesome.